Shell here. How are you all doing? Welcome to my channel. Can I speak? Right, today I'm going to see if I can redo these. I had 3. I don't know what I've done with the 3rd one. It's literally disappeared. Where are you? Oh, there he is. There we are. There's number 3. So we've got 3 different ones. So I saw, got some tips ready. The lovely Karen Heidi Reese from Nail Sugar did some with metallic paints, but which obviously I don't have. But when I saw them initially, I thought, oh, they're done with inks, but obviously they weren't. So I thought I'll try it with inks. So we have some inks. So I don't need the blue. That's a darker, that's like a browny red. That one. It's a yellowy orange, green. I think that's red. It's hard to tell until you. But anyway, so you know, get greeny, browny colours. And I also have this silver, and a few little drops of it here and there just gives it that little shimmery thing, you know. So I've got that as well. I've got a couple of polishes I'm going to use. So I've got Nude foundation from Premier Gel. I'm sure they've got a 50% off at the minute, but you'll sign up to their their newsletter, and you'll get advance notification when they've got offers on. I only ever buy them when they're 45 or 50% off. So, and we've got copper, which is, I thought I'd just do a couple of different ones. You'll also need a, now I don't like the Premier Gel matte top coat for some reason. It just, you have to wipe it, and you never seem to get that funny, it's got that funny layer on it, and when you paint on it, it's not right. It doesn't feel right anyway. So I'm just going to use my Beetles top coat. I've got a thing on there because I use it for if I'm doing glitters, or I'm doing, you know, obviously inks. You don't want to get stuff in your polish. So that's why I've put a little mark on that one, so I know it's the one that I use over glitters and stuff. So I've got 3 little tips. So what I'll do is I think we'll do 2 nude, and we'll do the copper one in the middle. Get down there. My hands are bad today, so I might struggle a little bit, but we'll get this done. We'll get there. There's nothing worse than sore hands and sore thumbs. Sometimes I feel like I've got 5 thumbs. There we go. Yeah. So, see what I mean? Although you can't see that far, can you? I've just knocked everything over. Good job they weren't open. Mind, I've done that before. Alright, get this last little bit on here. And of course, what didn't I do? I didn't wipe the tips, so we've probably got bits of dust in. But it doesn't even matter. It's all good. It's just to show you how I did it, basically. Put the lid on that a little bit. Now you can do 2 coats if you want. I think these are quite opaque, and I think they'll do for, by the time we'll put all the different inks and stuff over the top, you'll not really see much of the actual polish. It's just a base, really. Well, that's what I used anyway. And there we go. I think I'm probably going to need 2 coats of that one, so we might do 2 coats. Get them cooked. And while we're waiting, we'll have a little look at these. So I'm going to pop a little bit of isopropyl alcohol. Excuse me, little pump. There we are. You just need a little bit. See if it's opening it. You're also going to need some black. This is the Gel Perfection black. Now, I did mix in a little tiny bit of this copper, just a wee splodge, just to give it a little bit of like a shimmery effect. You're going to need some sort of fine brush. I've got Erin Searle's Bestie. I like this one. I don't think they're that expensive actually. I mean, I've got some cheapies, but I like this one. Right, so we'll need some matte top coat. Now, usually when I matte something, I wipe this tacky layer off before I matte it, because sometimes you can get this tacky layer that's left on it, the residue can go on your brush, the colour, but because I use this for glitters and, you know, pigments and that sort of thing, I'm not really fussed. There's not a lot left in it, to be honest. So there we go. Give them a quick zap. Right, so take your tip. Now, I started with this yellow colour. I'll leave that there so you can see. So this is the yellow. So I'm just going to paint the whole nail to give it like that tingy yellow. And then just give it a bit of green. Just, like I say, splodge it on. So as I get darker, what I did was I sort of did it in a direction that a leaf would, you know, like the veins would go. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So just you're just doing like little lines. So you can see how it starts to look like a leaf, yeah? So I think that's pretty good. So put a little bit of, you don't have to put a shimmer on, you don't have to, you can top coat it and do the veins if you don't want to put anything like this on. But I think it just gives it a little bit of background. So this one we are going to disperse, because we don't want lines on it like that. So we'll just get an old little brush, whatever you've got handy, get the excess off, and then just there we are. So we've got a bit of shimmer on, give that a wipe, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over just a little bit with the black. Well, it's not black, it's like a dark brown colour, just to give it a little bit more depth, because we've obviously made it a little bit lighter because of the shimmer, and we want to be able to see the depth of the leaf, you know, the different shades that you get in it. There we are. Teeny bit more of the dark one. There we are. There we go. I think that'll do. So leave that to one side. Let it dry. And this one. So start with the yellowy one. Obviously this copper's got a shimmer in it anyway, so we'll probably not need the silver. Try and keep the, I'll try and get quite a bit of the greeny colour on this one, so it shows through. And a bit of red. So just keep splodging until you're happy. Technical term, splodge. Split splodge. And then we'll just use a little bit of that just to disperse it a little bit. And I think we'll just touch more, a little bit more green, and then a little bit more red. It's lovely, that red, isn't it? Yeah, so I think that should do it. Okay, just let that dry. And then we've got this other one, so I'll just start with the orange this time. And the red. And the brown. Just darken it up. The green. So just depending what colour you're going for, what shade you're going for, you know, depends what you're gonna use. I think that's quite nice. We'll have a little bit of shimmer on this one. Just disperse it. Keep wiping your brush with the, if you've got the, like the metallic-y one, because it builds up on your brush and then you just end up putting more on rather than taking it off. But if you kind of swipe it in the direction that the, let me see, all the different shades in there. So let that dry properly. So that's the most important thing, make sure it's really dry, and then do another coat of top. You don't have to, you can paint on top of that, your leaf, but if you're like me and you're a plum, if you make a mistake, you cannot really wipe it off because you've painted on top of the inks. So just give it a little top coat. Pop it in the lamp. Right, so we have these two here. So we'll make a start on these. So put the alcohol out of the way. Get the lids on the inks because I will knock them over, because I am a numpty. I'm just a klutz. Last one. There we go. We'll just put that to the side. We'll clean that later. So get your brush, you know, go through it to make sure it's well and truly covered, and then just pull it through so that it's got a decent amount on, but it hasn't got a bubble on the end. Don't want a bubble on the end. See how it's starting to create a bubble? You see it? So just smooth it out, and then you don't really want this straight. You kind of want it to wiggle a little bit. Because they're not really straight. You just want it really fine. You don't want it thick. And then wiggle, wiggle. Just to create the little veins. Doesn't have to be perfect, which is why I like it. Black one on that. And then every now and then just put a really thin one, just coming off the main one. And the same on the other side. And it kind of looks better if you stagger them, so don't go exactly in the same place. So just kind of go in the middle. There we are. So it just looks really, really fine. And then every now and then an extra little vein. Just little thin ones. Every now and then. So you've just got a little bit of that on there. Put that in the lamp. And here we'll have the lighter one. So just nice and thin. Doesn't matter if it's not perfect. Little clean up brush. Cool. So you got your middle line. Like I say, it doesn't need to be straight. Just sort of wiggle. Wiggly wiggly. Oh, dog. He thinks I'm talking to somebody. That's why he's not settling. What do you want, son? You been a good boy? He's been poorly, bless him. He'll have eaten some sort of crap when he was out, which is usually the case. Just put that on there. So just put it wherever you want it. And this one, I'll use a little bit of alcohol just to lighten it up a bit. So make it just so the veins aren't standing out too much, with it being the lighter one, if that makes sense. So they're just really, really gentle lines. I didn't do that with the other one because it's on a darker surface. Just put a little bit there. There we are. That'll do. I think that one's done, is it? Yep, that was done. So there we are. That's that one done. And you can do them matte, or you can do them shiny. I like shiny. I do like matte. Obviously, I've got matte on my nails, but on the whole, I like shiny. And I think it just, when you, oh sorry, I haven't been out of shot all this time. Right. So I think with the shiny, look, see we can just see all them colours just come to life. Must have heard us. So there we go, there's number one. Put him in the middle. And we're going to top coat this one. And you can see the silvery just popping through. That's the lighter one, and this is the lighter one again. I think this is my least favourite. I think this could do with darkening up a bit. In fact, yeah, I'm going to darken it up a bit because I'm not happy with it. It doesn't matter. I know you've put the leaf on, but it doesn't matter. You just go over it. Just darken it up. Just one more. There we are. Had a chat with a dog because he's working his ticket. Yeah. It's got more reddy tones in it, that one. I like that one. Yeah, that's better. We'll just let that dry a little bit. We'll get the other two in the lamp. Get this top coated. Yeah, that looks nicer, doesn't it? The reddy tones. And again, because you've got that bit of silver, bit metallic. I mean, you could use a glitter, you know, if you don't have the silvery one. Pop that in the lamp. Right, there we are. That's them all done. Tell you what, give me 1 second because everything's out of, and there we are, and that's them there. So you can give them a buff if you want, but you can see by the light line they're all right. They're quite thin. The inks are thin. So yeah, so we've got quite like that ready one. You know, the veins is lighter, you know, but yeah, so you can just do them any colour you want and just play about with them, have fun. So there we go. Thanks for watching, really appreciate it. If you could hit the subscription bell, that would be great. Subscribe, give it a thumbs up. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.